I'm Senator Tamboli speaking for the first time in this session. Judges, please give me an indication when you're ready. Senators, everyone, I want you to think about Mars and only Mars. This has been our dream for a long time, and now our chance has come. Let me give you a few of the many valid reasons explaining why sending a human on Mars is a great and beneficial idea. First, we have seen many hints that suggest we can live on Mars. Second, having a just-in-case planet protects our future generations. And third, the Mars trip establishes American economical and technological leadership. So first, Senators, we've all been so restless and impatient to travel to the path of unlocking new discoveries of life forms. We've seen many signs of this. First, the face seen in the photographs on the surface of Mars, and we cannot say that this is an illusion because we don't have proof without going to Mars. Discovery of ice water on Mars, and flow of water on Mars due to slopes that usually occur near water. This was found inside the Mars Newton crater. This is all according to NASA itself. Now, the best way to confirm water on Mars is an increase and precede with our knowledge is sending humans to Mars. Also, according to Thomas.net and the NASA government, Mars is high in valuable and natural resources. Secondly, having a safe planet just in case Earth isn't providing our needs isn't going to do bad. According to the DeBryersGlobe.com, someday global population may not be able to survive off the resources here on Earth. We also have a large stockpile of nuclear weapons that could destroy the planet multiple times. Then there's the threat of asteroids. To back that up, according to a press release by Near-Earth Tracking Project, there's an asteroid large enough to wipe out France. And lastly, the Mars trip would establish American economical and technological leadership. According to Aldrin and the U.S. Senate Subcommittee on Space, Science and Competitiveness, and getting to Mars is a necessity, not only for science, but for policy. He said, there is no more convincing way to demonstrate American leadership for the remainder of this century than to commit to a permanent presence on Mars. Also, if Americans do not go to Mars, then someone else will. And that gives economic benefit to whoever succeeds. Now, Senators, I urge you to believe that sending man on Mars does not affect us in a harmful way. In fact, we can only be benefited. Who doesn't want knowledge? Who doesn't want our world to proceed in knowledge? Thank you, and I'm now open to questions.
Okay, that's 2 minutes 45 seconds. Questions? Senator Gupta?
Senator, shouldn't we use the $50 billion to try to fix our own planet before trying to ruin another one?
Senator, that is true. But listen, we have our future generations, and to help them with, instead of first looking at the problems over here, and instead of looking at, oh, these people, we need to help them, true. But if we don't help them, if we help them now and we don't care about our future generations, then our helping them and increasing the lifespan for our species is a flop.
Senator, you stated that Mars could be a good alternative to Earth, but how would we make Mars survivable if we only have a 10-year deadline to send a man to Mars?
Okay, first of all, there has been research done by NASA, and if we grow plants on Mars soil, it will make the atmosphere breathable. And second of all, as you stated, is Mars a reliable? Is that what you mean? Is it reliable enough?
No, I mean, can we be able to sustain Mars in the 10-year deadline that the bill states?
Of course we can. Every step, everything we do has to have a first step in science. And science can have its back. Even if we don't succeed, we will learn something. And it's benefiting us. It's not doing any harm.
Senator, you're saying that we have nuclear weapons that could wipe out Earth multiple times. So if we can't control ourselves using those nuclear weapons, what's the guarantee we'll not destroy Mars also?
Okay, so Mars is a backup planet, and we're not only going there to create we're not only going there to colonize, but we're also going there to study.
Backup for what? Backup planet for what?
backup planet for what if Earth is destroyed
By nuclear weapons.
by nuclear weapons, by pollution, by everything
So
humans
why,
do.
why would that happen to Mars also? Because we are still the same.
What do you mean?
Human species is still the same.
Of course, human species are still the same, but we have learned. We learn from our mistakes, first of all, and second of all, how do you know that we're not going to do this? We're going to do the same mistakes.
Okay.
You said there would be no damage to, we would still learn something and there would be no effect on the Earth. But what about the tens and hundreds of billions of dollars that we're spending to go to Mars?
We're spending $50 billion, and that's not a lot.
So you'll be able to go to Mars in $50 billion? That's all you need? I thought that's the first step.
Exactly, that is the first step, and every science discovery and research needs a first step.
All right, thank you.